Okay, we are together, Baruch Hashem, for another class of Halachot Shabbat, Volume 4, page 373. And Rav Yosef writes, is it allowed to place water or other uncooked liquids near the fire where they will reach Yad Soledet Bo, a temperature which hand will withdraw due to heat? So this part we also learned already. 376. Let's quickly review until Bechor sits. Are you allowed, Yaakov, to put... I have a cold bottle from my fridge. Cold. I have no other water in my house. And I don't like cold water. Can I put it on the plata, put it on the cup in the plata, and I'm going to make sure that it's not going to become Yad Soledet Bo, scalding hot. Before it reaches that temperature, I'm going to remove it. Am I allowed to do that on Shabbat or no? On the plata, not fire. Why not, Davey? Saying a good answer. Why not?
The water wasn't boiled before.
So I'm not going to let it boil. I'm going to remove it. Right before it gets there, I'm going to remove it.
That's only allowed if it was already cooked before.
Why? You're saying correct answer, but tell me why.
Taste the water getting...
Before it's going to become hot, I'm going to remove it. I'm not going to do the melach. I'm going to... That's the answer. That Chazal were afraid that a person might forget the uncooked water over there. And what's going to happen? The cold water is going to end up cooking. Got it? That's why you cannot leave anything that is uncooked on the plata if that plata can get to a hot level that it can get cooked. But what if I have, Yaakov, if a person has a plata that has setting, low, medium, high, are you allowed to, Before Shabbat, I put it on low. Before Shabbat. Can I put cold water, not cooked water, on the plata? That plata is on a setting of low. Allowed or no? Why allowed? But maybe I'm going to forget it. I'm going to go...
You rely on that thing,
because that setting, it's not hot. It's a warm. So in such a case, I'll be allowed to leave it there and keep the water that it's going to be less than Yad Soledet Bo, less than scalding hot. Famidim? Very good. Huh? Chople, yeah. Chople is no problem. On Shabbat, you're not allowed to, because on Shabbat, it is digital. It depends which one you have. If it's a manual one, probably it's also... If you're not changing anything, it's not a problem, but probably you are changing when you... the setting. So you are changing something there. On Shabbat, will not be allowed to play with the setting, because you are probably changing the resistance. The electrical current is changing. You know, somebody told me that electricity, Rav Yosef also write it, it's not equal to fire. Fire, if you have number 7, you want to put it in number 8, you're letting the valve bigger and more gas flow continues. It's the same gas that was before, plus more gas. And electricity, it's not working the same way. Resistance, they changed the new circuit. You had a circuit in number 7. When you move it to number 8, you're closing the circuit of number 7, you're turning a new circuit of number 8. It's not 7 plus 1. Right. It's 0, and you made it 8. Understand the difference? So you're violating two things. You're breaking a circuit, and you're building a circuit when you change the setting on electrical at the setting. Even if it's not digital, that's the chiddush. Even if it is manual one. So therefore, playing with a setting on Shabbat, adjust it to the way you want it, not on Shabbat itself, not allowed. Before Shabbat, if you have that situations, will be allowed. Somebody told me right now there is a, how do you call this, baby wipes? Warmer. Warmer. You should not gonna get чтобы было удобно. Что они придумали?
No, it's for babies. It's not for adults. Adults use it?
Why not? It's not limited edition.
I wish they do.
People now on Shabbat, can you put? Let's say the baby wipe finished. You want to put another pack. That there is water inside that baby wipes.
You're going to create a water.
It's not gonna boil, right?
Of course, not gonna boil. It's gonna boil. It's gonna get sued.
So what's the problem?
That's a lawsuit right there. If it's gonna get boiled,
So it shouldn't be a problem.
it's just gonna warm the baby wipes.
So shouldn't try something.
Can you do that or no?
Based on what you're saying, yes.
Yeah. But you said, Rabbi, the cold water bottle, I'm not allowed to put on the plata, even if I'm gonna remove it before,
Now, control it can get warm.
because it can get scalding hot. By the baby wipe warmer, it's the setting is not gonna let it.
But there's no device in between. That's the way they do throughout the week.
What, the warmer?
Yeah.
The baby wipe warmer? Yeah, but it doesn't look like cooking.
That's
People don't cook on that.
By what you're saying, значит, можно взять суп холодный, в холодильнике поставить на вот это warmer.
Yeah? Very good. 100%. Now, let me ask you a question. Listen what happened this Shabbat. Here, let's see how you guys gonna answer it. Listen carefully. One person, something happened in his house, he didn't have what to eat. He came here, Kaneso. I was sitting learning, he comes. Looking what to eat. I tell him there's food downstairs left from the Kiddush in the morning. He goes. The food was cold. He came around 12:30, 1 o'clock. And we ate that food at 8:30, 9 o'clock. It was served to us. Left over from the ever time. That time it's already cold. Chilled cold, it's not tasty, you know. It's edible, but it's not tasty. So I felt bad for him that he has to eat cold like that. I said, if you need, next week, I'll bring a small pot. I have a small crock pot. Anytime you'll need, if the situation happens, put inside there, you eat. Now, question is, we said, are you allowed to put something inside a crock pot on Shabbat? Cooked food. Can I return on a crock pot on Shabbat?
No, because that's regular people.
Huh?
Because regular
It's already
people.
cooked. Cook en bishul achal bishul.
Correct. En bishul achal bishul. But are we allowed to return? I took a chulin pot out from the electrical crock pot. I served there. Then I want to put it back. I want to heat up for Sudash Lishi.
On plata?
Huh?
It depends. If it's
Ale goy.
You put it
If you put foil paper, you're allowed to.
If it's
If
not
you
open
put
fire,
foil
you're
paper, you're allowed.
No foil paper. As is.
No.
I removed it. I served it. Now I want to put it back. Allowed or no?
No, we said no.
Ale goy, ben mezit.
Salad.
We said no.
Rice, potatoes, meat, everything salad. What we
We
said?
said no
Not
because
allowed. Very
regularly
good.
used.
Why
regular
not?
days.
Because throughout the week,
Yeah.
people are cooking on that
Yeah.
on a regular basis. I told you I have a relative that's cooking. She puts potato, rice, chicken, whatever, everything in there in the morning, slow cooker. Kids come in the afternoon, mommy is at work. The kids take themselves, open the pot, eat. Kaif, there is no problem. They salt, pepper, whatever you need. Everything is in the morning. Kaif cook. And it cooks. Bazur, it's very tasty. People at my relatives say it's very tasty. They like it. So it's a method of cooking normally throughout the week.
How about you don't use it?
It doesn't matter if you don't. Now that crock pot that I have, it's a mini crock pot.
Maybe foil paper. What if you put foil paper?
If you
also?
put foil paper, it'll be allowed even on a real fire.
Right.
Right? If a person has an open fire, he puts on Shabbat foil paper, then he's allowed to put the pot back if it's a solid food, fully cooked. Same thing as the crock pot. Now, what about the small crock pot? The mini crock pot. You can guys Google it. Mini crock pot. It's takoi size, personal. It's meant for people it's a plug-in, meant for people to take to work, stuff like that. It's not made to cook. But it makes the food extremely hot. Mamash, you can boil in it.
Just to warm
I
it.
take this with me to work. A lot of time I'm in non-Jewish area.
Yeah?
So I take the food with me, plug it to the car.
Yeah? Are you allowed or no? Bechor? Yabash da. Что вы знали?
אבל זה לא יקרה.
То שמו איזת, חורמה, צחוק היה ושדה.
It's only going to get it warm. It's only going to get it warm. It never
Mine, they makes it so hot.
mine is
Shee, habibi.
very hot.
Extremely.
Allowed.
Now, if this person will come next time and you will not have hot food, would I be allowed to take from that chulin, put it inside that mini crock pot, not the big crock, the mini crock pot, and put it over there? And the food is going to become extremely hot.
Yes,
Yes.
you're allowed.
Yes.
Very
Why?
much because there's not the way to cook in a big one. The small one is just meant to be.
To warm it.
Very good. Question to you now, is that mini crock pot muktzeh on Shabbat or no?
No.
Yes.
I would-
Why not? Why?
You can use
Huh?
the vessel, no?
Because connected to the electricity.
If it's disconnected.
It's connected.
If it is disconnected, it's in my house, in the kitchen, it's flying around here, there.
You can use it as a thing himself.
No, it has the base and it has the insert.
Right.
The base you don't use for anything besides that insert. You put the insert inside. But let's say that I want to move the base. It's in my shelf. I want to move it. I want to put it in another shelf. It's electrical wired.
So you need the
It's
space.
not plugged in right
You
now.
need a
It's
space,
in my
you're
shelf.
allowed to move it, we say.
Would I be allowed to move it or
You
no?
need a space, you're allowed to move it.
סוד מקום, מותר להזיז אותו.
Is your statement correct? Bechor, are you allowed to move that item on Shabbat or no? Mini crock pot.
No. Because it's
David, what do you say?
before, no. Before you're not allowed. It's a before. It's a before?
Gufo?
No.
What are you talking about, Gufo? Gufo means there's no usage at all. Rock, sand.
Okay, but
No tricks.
what you
I don't want to plug it in right now. I want to move it. I need that shelf right now. I want to put the langri over there. I want to put other things over there. It's in my way. I want to put it somewhere else.
Okay, put something edible there.
Or let's say the cleaning lady put it on the wrong shelf. I don't like when it's on the wrong shelf. I like things organized. I don't need the space of it.
Be my call,
I just
no?
need to put it on the right shelf. What do you say? Allowed or no?
Allowed.
So following your Torah, it's not allowed. Following our Torah, it is allowed.
Because you need a
Even
space.
if you don't need the space.
Even you need a space.
Why?
Why would you move that?
When do we say you're allowed to move if you need the space? When it's klisha melachto leisur.
There's not a...
Is this mini crock pot meant for isur labor, for isur melachot? What is it meant for? What is it meant for? Warming. Rabbi, but he has a wire. So what he has a wire? What wire made it asur now?
But it's a good thing, you know.
Nachon? Nachon?
So the big one we moved it.
You're right now debating with him.
The small one is say it's not meant to cook.
Talking about
it's meant to
plata?
cook.
What big one? Big crock pot?
Crock pot, yeah.
Big crock pot, what is it meant for?
To cook.
Ah,
You're not allowed to move it.
nachon?
And the other one's not moved.
I thought, what did you say? Ask? I said the plata. Plata is muktzah on Shabbat or no? If I want to move the plata.
Depends which one.
Huh?
Metal?
Sometimes a person put a plata on the countertop. Then he said, listen, I need the space of the countertop. He wants to pick it up, move it on top of the stove.
Yes, allowed. Because it's it's inside.
Connected to the wall.
It's plugged into the wall.
Yeah.
Would he be allowed to pick it up or no?
Yes.
What about muktzah?
It's not
It's an electrical device, Rabbi.
doesn't matter. When it's connected, it's like it's connected to the ground.
So what you guys always say connected. What if he got karet, not disconnected?
Well,
He got disconnected.
it got disconnected. You violated Shabbat, but you still
Huh?
have to take it and move.
I mean,
And
then you can
Then you have no purpose.
Why is no purpose?
it's the same like that small crack pot. The
What is
same
that
law
meant?
applies. Same law applies. Warming, not for cooking.
Warming.
That's it. Same.
So if it's not connected, it's not warm.
Even
Nachon?
if it's not
So
connected,
what's the purpose of it at that point?
So
it's
then
the same like there. Also the same way.
It's like I have kli shemelachto leheter that I don't want to use it right now, or I cannot use it right
It's
now.
not muktzah even called. It's not even called
Because
muktzah.
that, you could only use when it's plugged in.
Nachon.
So when it's not plugged in, why is it still keter?
What is that meant? It's kli shemelachto leheter,
Yeah.
to warm up with these things.
Just because you could use it.
It's meant.
שהכל גופתי, צ'י גופתי.
מים אחרונים או שגופתים?
מים האחרונים.
פקע מסעודה שלי. יאבא אשדל סקוקה.
בחור.
Why are pots and pans then considered to cook?
Pots, what are they? No, it's not true.
You just cook in it if you don't use it for storage?
People use it for storage.
Yeah.
Frying pan?
You always even frying pan. You never use frying pan for storage. Now overnight, but just like leave it like that, never use it.
Maybe what? It's meant to cook in.
You're right, but you use it also. You're right. I agree. Pot also meant to cook with that, but you using also for storage sometimes or no?
Majority use is not. Majority
We don't follow the majority. The rule is that we follow. Is there a norm? Is it normal to use it for storage, or is it, what are you doing? You're not gonna keep potatoes in your shoes, cooked potatoes in your shoes, right? It's not normal. What are you doing? But you will keep cooked potatoes in the etat. Frying pan. And sometimes the wife didn't get a chance to peel the eggs to make egg salad. So she cooked it in a frying pan with the water, boiled it. And it happens that she leaves it there. And then and later on Shabbat, maybe overnight, sometimes they'll peel it to make the egg salad. Could happen. Situations happens. No. So it's not an unusual thing. It's a normal thing. So it comes out that small crock pot, would I be allowed to bring it with me on Shabbat morning? For that guy to come and enjoy it.
How would you use it?
explain this.
Well, Rabbi Muktzeh.
How are you gonna use
The
it?
small
Go is
pot?
gonna turn it on.
The small pot?
Huh?
The small pot?
Yeah.
Yeah, the working turn. What's the
I'll
problem?
bring it with a timer. I'm gonna tell the guy to turn it on. Grama b'tz the Rabbanan, via the guy checking the Rabbanan for sake of enjoy Shabbat. So, but I'm gonna carry it on Shabbat. I'm gonna take it out of my shelf on Shabbat, put it in a bag, and carry this on Shabbat with me.
It's not Muktzevit said.
It's not muktzah.
It's not a muktzah. What about how am I gonna use it?
Warming on.
I'm gonna plug it in.
No, the time.
Goida.
Guy's gonna do.
Time is also not muktzah.
Timer is not muktzah. I can put it into the timer also when it's unplugged.
Oh, you could do it.
Yeah, you're not doing anything. Then the guy is gonna plug it into the wall. That's
You
it.
could set it for 5 minutes, whatever.
Do whatever you want. When it's unplugged, it's not doing
It's
anything.
unplugged. You can't plug it into the wall. Just plug it into the timer.
Everything is unplugged currently. Then the guy is gonna plug in the timer to the wall. Tamo.
And then because
Do you talking explicitly put in time?
Explicitly.
Last week,
because it's not
that's
Muktzah.
something, usually we can't put anything liquid on a block.
Yes. Shh. Rabotai. Listen to Kohen. Kohen Gadol.
Something, even to leave it, even if you're gonna watch it, that's not gonna boil, you still can. But there's something you said that you were allowed to. I wasn't something
It's
you said
cooked.
you were allowed to.
Yeah.
What was it?
Right now, Bechor is gonna tell you. Bechor, I have a soup that it's cold. I want to put it on the plata, and before it becomes hot, I'm gonna remove it. Allowed or no?
Why?
But maybe you're gonna forget.
Soup, no problem.
But it's no problem.
Ready. It's cooked already.
But there's cooking after cooking in liquid.
No.
Again, your Torah no. Our Torah yes.
Machloket Rambam.
Если она будет better, no problem.
Just the opposite. If it's gonna become better, it's a problem. If it's not gonna become better, it's no problem. But what if I have a soup that becomes better? If I reheat it, it becomes better. Can I take it out of the refrigerator, put it on the plata? Plata is on now.
Yes.
But I'm gonna watch it.
Не можете.
Yes, why not? It's already cooked.
What we said, we have doubled out. Safek sveka.
Rambam.
Maybe halacha is like Rashi that said we're not afraid that you will forget. We rely on you. You're a good person. And even if you're gonna say, Rabbi, Maran passing like Tosafot, that disagrees with Rashi, that person might forget. Okay, even if he forgot, maybe halacha is like Rambam, that is gonna get boiled. Rambam says no problem because there's no cooking after cooking by liquid, according to the Rambam.
But your machshava is to take it out.
Nachon. Hold on a second, but how did Rav Yosef give such a ruling against the Bet Yosef? Bet Yosef said this specific case is not allowed to. How did Rav Yosef allow it?
Because double machlok and double down.
Oh, so Rav Yosef said, Bet Yosef spoke about a case that you leave it, put it on the plata, and you leave.
Leave the house. Leave that place.
The chances that you will forget is very big. You're not going to remember. You're over there. Rachok me'ayin, rachok me'ahlev. You know that statement, Bechor? Huh? Something that you're not commonly see, you're not commonly remember. To think about that.
Children's milk is okay? You can't over there.
That's why it's important to show yourself in front of Hashem, that Hashem will always remember you. Come to Hashem, Bet Knesset, Kaniso, Sefer Torah, Aron HaKodesh. Understand or no?
Yes.
Sometimes people walk somewhere and they walk into the office of somebody or to a store of somebody. I just came to say hello to you. What is it needed for? Who needs your hello? What's the answer? Connection. Remember our relationship. Don't forget the relationship. That's the idea.
One day I'll come.
What is that? I just walked in to say hello to you. For what? In order to keep the relationship. Something you see, you remember. Something you don't see, you forget. That's what Hazal said. Whenever you want to remember something, you gotta see it. See it. What makes your memory a bigger effect? Something you see or something you hear?
You see, of course.
Sometimes you see a person, you remember 10 years ago, that person. 10 years ago.
One picture that
Ask him, what's his name? אני pomnю имя. Why the name you don't remember, or the face you remember? Because what affects your memory better?
Photographic.
The eyes. On Shabbat, we learned according to Arizal why, but Bechor didn't come. Bechor missed it, big time. Yes. From the eyes, the Arizal says, it goes in depth. Sefirat Chochmah is connected. That's why if you want to remember something to increase your Chochmah, you have to see it. Hamapil Hevle Shena
So reading
Al
it.
Einai.
So reading it.
Amen.
So reading it is
Right. That's how you're supposed to always see the rabbi,
Rabbi.
see the book, see the topic.
Okay, they can see also through YouTube the rabbi.
It's not, you're right, but it's not the same.
But it's the same.
Things you see,
Chochmah.
it's not the same.
It's not.
No.
Not lying.
Because whenever you see, there is another concept called Shomea Keoneh. When you hear something, it comes like you said it yourself. Whenever through the recording, it doesn't work. That's why I told you all the time, better for you to attend the classes in person because you fulfill the mitzvah deoraita of Shomea Keoneh, learning Torah. When you're listening on the devices, you're listening to recordings. Recording doesn't have a concept of Shomea Keoneh. You're missing out on this. No, there's only you're just thinking of Torah. You're not you're missing out on the dibur of the Torah. Yeah, Emmanuel.
What's his plot, though?
Yeah, in English, yes.
You have a plot now.
The Chor doesn't understand Russian. You have to say in English.
And then I have soup in the refrigerator. Can I take out the soup and put on the platter? But in between, I want to put a spacer in there.
If that spacer gonna make sure that the soup is not gonna become scalding hot,
You're allowed.
no problem.
Why we don't rely on Rambam lechatchila?
Because we have machloket, Rambam and Rosh. Anytime we have machloket in Deoraita, Safek, Deoraita, Lechumra. We have to be strict.
Rosh, Gram Saradi?
No, Rosh Ashkenaz.
So why we even?
No, that's not the way passing in halacha. We have also Sfaradim on the Rosh side also. It's not, when I say Rambam Rosh, I don't tell you all the rest 20 names on this and 20 names on that. Every time you have machlokot on Rishonim, it's not one Rishon versus one Rishon. It's many understand the Gemara this way and many understand the Gemara that way. So since we have a whole group argues with another group, we have a rule, Safek deoraita lechumra.
Also Shulchan Aruch.
We don't go Sephardi Ashkenaz in this case.
Shulchan Aruch.
Yeah,
they're
that.
pasking by
Cooking after cooking.
The Rabbanan.
And that's a Shulchan Aruch paskin. Cooking after cooking by liquid, Safek deoraita lechumra. It is restricted. Got it? Very good. Now, why do we need to know it's machloket? Bottom line, it's not allowed to. Because in case Babulia didn't know the rules,
There's someone to rely on.
and she cooked the soup, she reheat the soup from beginning till the end. She put it on the plate and knows that the plate is going to make it hot. And she's serving you palaka soup.
Don't make a big deal.
Can you eat that on Shabbat, Bechor, or no? Babulia violated the rules.
Yes.
Can
Double
you eat
down.
that soup now or no?
Yes.
Why mutar?
Double,
She broke Shabbat.
Babuля doesn't know.
That's not the rule.
double down.
What if he told her, Babulia, don't do it? No, don't tell me don't do it. I have guest keneged kulam. They need to enjoy my hot soup.
Куда?
Shorbo.
То же самое, что дедушка ее по башке даст.
Никто бабушке не дал это. You told her, Babulia, don't do that. A soup. She said it's okay. I have guests, it's keneged kulam, mutar. And she put it on the platter, she reheat the soup. And you, fanatic grandson, wants to eat it. No. Allowed or no? She said, Kushay. Eat. Can you eat it or no?
Что он лайк покушать.
Not shalom bayit.
Why we allow it before?
Doubled out.
No doubled out.
You said it doubled out, no?
Because to do it, it's argument on Torah level. To benefit. Torah didn't say don't benefit. Torah said don't do.
Rabbanan level.
Chazal, Chachamim said don't benefit. So the argument of Rambam and Rosh on the Hana'ah, on the benefit, is the argument on the Rabbanan. Safek the Rabbanan. Lekula. Not because Shalom Bay, not because you didn't know, not because Bobo is going to beat her up. That's not the answer before. The answer is because anytime you have machloket in the poskim, to do it, it's not allowed. To benefit from whatever it was done, it is allowed.
But I'm sorry, I got a question. What do you mean benefit? Obviously, I'm going to benefit. What I'm doing, if I'm not benefit from the food, my intention is definitely to benefit.
Nachon. So whoever,
Where's the
Babulia that violated the Shabbat,
there's not even a question.
Babulia that violated the Shabbat, she made Avera. But that Avera restricting me from eating the soup or no? Hot soup or no? No. If Babulia fried eggs for me, she turned on the fire, she purposely cracked eggs and she made omelette for me. Can I eat the omelette or no?
And you're not allowed.
Not allowed to. Why? Because there's no machloket about making omelette.
Cooked.
Everybody says she cooked. But whenever Babulia reheat soup, everybody says she broke Shabbat.
Because there's
Machloket, Rambam and many others say she didn't break Shabbat.
now it's more clear.
Got it?
מים רגילים, יש מחלוקת או לא? There's מחלוקת just water?
Yeah, because they never.
What, uncooked water? It's not machloket what? No, it's 100% asur. What machloket?
Everybody's.
To cook water on Shabbat is asur.
So let's say she would cook water for you. Let's say.
That's it.
That's not allowed.
That's not
That's not allowed. Because it's like frying an egg for you.
Boboda.
Got it? Very good.
No, but what he's trying to ask if you should cook it before? She
No,
cook it before
you,
and then
you yourself you can put it.
you want to put it back on the platter.
That's not a problem. You
No,
can
it's
put
not
it
allowed to.
separate.
What you cook? You what? Soup or the water?
Water.
Water not allowed.
Water always is not.
אסור
allowed.
לבשל?
Yeah,
אסור לבשל מים בשבת.
It's not cooked.
אפילו אם בישלו אותם לפני כן.
But
You're talking about reheating water?
reheating, yeah.
Yeah, reheating is allowed.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Same
reheating
like
we
a
said
soup.
it's allowed.
Same
Million
like
times it's
soup.
allowed.
Reheating you yourself, you can put it, take it. No
Yeah,
problem.
reheat no problem. Reheat water, no problem. Because water does not become better when you reheat it. Because what if I have soup that does not become better? Can I reheat it on Shabbat?
Yes.
Huh?
How do you know where soup is?
She was a super though, right?
What if I don't know what soup it is? I'm devil in the kitchen. I don't know nothing about the kitchen. Can I don't know if the shorbo becomes better, this oshpochav. I don't know.
Maybe don't go by that.
General rule.
Maybe don't go by that.
Can I be lenient or no?
Yeah.
Says Rabbi Yosef, you could be lenient. But maybe it becomes better. Maybe not.
We don't use that consequence.
Maybe even if you say it is becoming better, maybe Allah is a compound. That there is no cooking after cooking by liquids. Got it or no? That's why it's important to know all the details before. Not to know abolish. Not to know atekash. All the details. Okay, let's do one more minute and then we'll do Zohar. Zohar in Prinios, David.
Yeah.
Bechor, your complaints are always going to be, there always were, and there always will be. Hashem Melech, Hashem Malach. You know that song or no?
Why are you not doing Rash, Hafizah?
We have to bring Mashiach.
Parasha.
Mashiach is going to come with Zohar.
Parasha неинтересно.
А, уже неинтересно? Почему интересно?
You see, everyone pulls this way. This Shalom Bayit, this Parasha, this Zohar, Habibi. We have only a few minutes. We're standing next to Plata to ensure, okay, this we said. Now, Bechor, I have a question to you. Cooking on electricity, is that all right or no?
Why not get
Huh? If somebody cooked, Babulia fried an egg on Shabbat on a plata. She took the, how do you call it, pan,
It's cooking.
put oil on the plata, 2 hours, becomes hot oil, then she is cracking an egg.
That's cooking.
She made for you, sunny side up.
Nemesho.
Nemesho, Doraita or Rabbanan? Machloke. Many opinion holds that cooking on electricity is not the Oraita.
How come?
It's only the Rabbanan.
Why?
Says Rav Yosef, why?
Because it's meant for warming.
No, you guys always forget the origin. Where is the origin of the laws of Shabbat? Where is the beginning?
Cold.
Fire.
Mishkan.
Cold. Yeah.
In Mishkan, how did they cook? On hot electricity
Cold.
or on a fire?
Cold. Cold.
Cold, fire.
Yeah.
Coal fire, yeah.
So because of that, some opinions hold, not some, Rav Yosef says many poskim, that's his Lashon holds, have written that cooking on an electrical plata is rabbinically forbidden, not from the Torah.
So you can eat it in them.
And according to them, there is more room to be lenient to rely on the Safek Sveka, since it is on a rabbinical level.
So then you can eat. You can benefit from it then.
No.
You understood or no?
So then you can benefit from it then.
Second at it.
Huh? How far?
Fluorescent bulbs with
You
the-
benefit.
It's the same, Rabbi. How does it make a difference? I don't get it.
The end result?
Yeah, the end result is
You constantly forget that point. Do we worry on
Yeah,
Shabbat about
but-
the end result, or do we worry about the
Beginning.
way you got to the end
The
result?
way you got.
What we spoke about this few times already.
Mishkan. Whatever was the Mishkan.
Bechor, my relative drove on Shabbat because I flushed the toilet. Is correct or
Сейчас
no?
много может тогда сделать. Мутар, все.
My relative drove on Shabbat. Drive.
О,
Because
Tesla.
I flushed the toilet. No Tesla, это было давным-давно уже Tesla. Еще Алан Маск еще не родился. He said, if you flush your toilet, I'm allowed to drive my car. Bottom line, you turn on the electrical pump when you flush the toilet. I turn the electrical ignition. So do we worry about the bottom line, or we worry about how did you get to the
How'd
bottom
you
line?
get about it?
Got it? Very important point to remember that. So according to many opinions, says Rav Yosef, if a person puts soup on the plata, and the soup got cooked, it didn't break Shabbat D'Oraita. But Rambam Rosh, you said Machloket D'Oraita. That's on the fire. Oh, we're not putting it on the fire. We're putting it on electrical plata.
Which was not practiced in Mishkan.
So now, says Rav Yosef, we can be even more lenient. Why? Because now the Safek Sveka, maybe Allah is like the Rashi, that will rely on you, that you will remember to remove it. But Tosfot says, no, you may maybe forget. Okay, maybe Allah has a Rambam.
But only on the
So
fire.
what? But you're making it right now, Safek Sveka on the Oraita? No, according to some, electricity is the Rabbanan, cooking on it. So therefore, the Machloket of Safek Sveka right now,
Fire. The,
it's on the Rabbanan if that's electricity. If the plata is electrical. Safek Sveka on the Rabbanan, it's even more lenient.
See,
Concept for black.
Blech is it's a fire underneath. Fire is the Oraita.
Yeah, but it's not on open fire.
Ah, but
It's
doesn't make
not
sense.
open fire.
Yeah, the source of heat is fire.
So it does count as open fire?
No, open fire for the purpose of cooking prohibited midoraita. For the purpose of returning food that it's already cooked, like schnitzel, dry food, that's no
More
problem. No.
on that blade.
Okay, so how are fluorescent bulbs the right?
Who said doraita?
You said fluorescent bulbs, not LED or
Dope.
the right.
Brilliant, tomorrow. Ask me this tomorrow. We got to page 376.
LED is not
Good
the
point to stop.
Rabbanan.